Hi, it's Jonathan Anderson here at the J.W. Anderson Studios in London, and I'm here to show you our second show in a box, obviously reflecting the moment that we're in. It's been really exciting doing this for the second time. It's really been a massive team effort. This time we have done it into a kind of binded interactive book. We worked with the art directors OKRM. It all kind of started off with a quote that I had found by Oscar Wilde, which was "The secret of life is in art." I always liked that Oscar Wilde was really, he's Irish, I'm Irish, and he was always great for like the kind of one-liner of kind of summarizing. So we started off with that as a kind of like a kind of an antidote to design and where we are. Inside we have the box itself, which can be opened by using this perforation. In the front you have a coin which can be used to open up the box itself. So you can unscrew here. And inside I worked with OKRM with this idea of a kind of kaleidoscope of color, this idea of like pauses or breaks within a book in which then you encounter the looks. The looks are all kind of perforated. You can tear them out. The idea with this is that, like in the last book, it is an interactive experience and that you can kind of get involved creatively by cutting up the looks and being able to show them in different types of context. We worked with Lewis, a photographer that I really like, and he was in Brittany. He shot these amazing images that I just fell in love with, which were kind of a plastic kind of bag that he had found on a beach, and it was reflective. And I thought what was really nice is that you could kind of use them by cutting them out as backdrops to the looks. So it was a kind of this idea of an addition that you could put on your wall. The whole book can be dismantled and can be strung in different ways with nails. I was looking at kind of conceptual artists like Richard Tuttle, who kind of work with this idea of like really kind of like, you know, an interactive experience, this idea of the line pieces that he had done in the 90s. And I just thought it was like, when we're in this sort of period of change in design and embracing new ways in kind of showing new typologies in terms of like showing creativity, I think it's something that I have actually started to really kind of enjoy the process of being able to kind of leave it to the viewer to come up with their own solution to the show. Usually in a fashion show, you're all about control. And I think what has been nice is that it kind of forces you to kind of play within the imagination of the mannequin or the person or the character. This is an example of like by, you know, cutting them up and then placing them onto little boards and just doing little slicing, where you can kind of create these little kind of tableaus, let's put it that way. And I think, I don't know, it's letting go. It's about, you know, really trying to find ways that you can kind of still be creative within a framework, and that, you know, no matter what size of brand you are, it is about like, it's about the output, it's about the defiance of the output, and really trying to kind of, in a weird way, mark or remember these parts of history. And embracing it for the better. And I think when I've kind of, you know, this is the last show that we will do this year for J.W. Anderson, I think, you know, it has been an incredibly challenging year, but it has been incredibly rewarding for the entire team, and really trying to kind of find new understanding within the brand that I started 10 years ago, and embracing the change of it and the challenge of it, you know. And I think the both chapter 1 and 2 of the show in the box is really about this idea that creativity will always win no matter what, you know. And I think when you look back on someone like Oscar Wilde, who was kind of a radical, you know, if he was, you know, alive today, he would be still seen as a radical. And the way in which the amount of things that he had to go through and the survival of that, you know, creatively, I think is really kind of inspiring. And I think, you know, as much as these are complex moments and continue to become complex moments, I think we kind of have to sometimes, it is fine to look at history and kind of learn from it. And I'm hoping that, you know, one day I will stumble across this box myself and realize the importance of this moment. So I think it's a kind of, it's been a really positive year, as much as, you know, it may not look like it. But I think it sort of, it makes you focus on what the DNA of your brand is and the importance of teamwork and the team around you. To be able to kind of get over hurdles that are complex. I'm super proud of it. And I feel like, you know, I can't wait to speak to you again when I possibly might be doing a show. But that will be in 21. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed and stay safe.